Dallas area rapid transit has been under federal investigation for possible discrimination for the way it hires and the way it promotes. Well, now DART has sent the government a plan to right what could be going wrong. Fox 4's Sean Rabb has been reporting this story for several weeks and is our update tonight.
Federal Transit Administration began its investigation after receiving an equal employment complaint alleging DART discriminated in hiring and promoting African American women over age 40. The FTA found no discrimination in that complaint, but did identify classes of people where there could be potential adverse impact to blacks, Hispanics, whites, and Asian Americans in some areas at DART.
The FTA found nothing to support the claim, but they asked us to take some additional steps. We've done that.
In its course of remedial action prepared for the FTA, DART writes, in part, DART will comply with the cautionary federal guidance and monitor those categories for which potential adverse impact has been identified. DART will continue to take steps to ensure that potential adverse impact does not develop into adverse impact discrimination.
What we'll be doing is looking at training, looking at how executive managers are involved in the hiring process, and see if there are any gaps.
DART will also have more focused EEO training. Will enhance its efforts to encourage women and minorities to participate in development of leadership programs. All hiring decisions will be reviewed, and feedback will be given to the top 3 internal applicants not promoted so they can do a better job next time around.
I was told that I did not have the qualifications.
Vera Moore, with a master's degree, was passed over for a promotion to administrative assistant.
You know, because I am white, I'm a female, I'm over 50.
And Catherine McCullough, whose college education was paid for by DART, was passed over for promotion in the procurement department where she worked for a decade. Both women filed EEO and FTA complaints. Their complaints filed after the agency began investigating DART and are still being weighed for their merits.
I think you've done 2 stories,
yes,
and we've actually not seen those complaints.
DART has not yet heard back from the government to know if its remedial plan is acceptable to keep the transit agency in the right lane on promoting and hiring. So the federal government reviewed all of the hiring of DART and promotions from within and decided at this point there had been no discrimination, but certainly there was some things in place that provided a potential adverse impact to many potential folks who would get promoted or hired from without. DART has responded to that now, Steve, and now they wait for the government to respond to them and say to them whether or not their remedial course of action is sufficient, is adequate to address the concerns that the government identified.
All right, Sean, we'll see where this goes. Thank you very much. Downtown Dallas.